Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Om. Salutations to Bhagavan Ramakrishna. We are going to start a new series here on Mantra Yoga. In a way, it is a continuation of some of the Mantra Yoga classes that were given by me, of course, in Hollywood about 3 years ago. And there was a long series of classes. And it was like unplanned. It went on and on and on. I was getting newer and new ideas. So I divided that into 2 sections, Mantra Yoga 1, Mantra Yoga 2. And there were about 30 classes altogether there. And over the years now, I decided to have a kind of a more intense Mantra Yoga classes, because those were good, of course. Yeah, when I look at them, I said, did I say all these things? It's strange. But we'll go a kind of a step further. And so we're going to, I don't know how long it's going to go, 5, 6, 7, 10. So I'll leave it open. So this is the first class here in this series in Seattle. We have subtitled it, This is Your Mind. One day, Swami Niranjanananda, he was one of the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. He was a young lad. And he says, I went one day to Sri Ramakrishna in Dakshineshwar. And Sri Ramakrishna wrote a mantra on his tongue. He used to do it various ways. Generally, he used to write it on his tongue. And he said, repeat it, go. And he kept on repeating it. And there was a tremendous revolution in his mind and body. He returned home. And he's saying, I close my eyes and I can see just specks of light. He says it's like fireflies. The mantra kept on repeating itself continuously. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't do anything. He said the mantra was vibrating all in my body, in my limbs and everything. For 3 days, that intensity grew and grew. He goes to Sri Ramakrishna after 3 days. What have you done to me? Sri Ramakrishna says, oh, this is what is called a japa, spontaneous repetition of the mantra. And Sri Ramakrishna touched him and withdrew that power. Made it less intense, of course. So when he says, I was seeing like specks of light everywhere, like fireflies. One of the Upanishads called the Shvetashvatra Upanishad says, and I'll quote, mist, smoke, sun, wind, fireflies, lightning, crystal, moon. These forms become the forerunners when Brahman is being revealed in yoga. They don't exactly happen like mist and smoke and all. Something like that. These things happen within, and they are definite indicators of you have entered into the realms of yoga. So the Sanskrit is, just for the record, Nihara dhuma arkanila anila analanam khadyot vidyut sphatika sashinam etani rupani purasarani brahmani abhivyaktikarina yoge. So these are the forms that, now ordinarily when we close our eyes, I mean a lot of people, they close their eyes and they get frightened of what they see. They are busy, they are doing skillful, they are very nice people, they are doing everything. But when they close their eyes, everything starts coming out. All the undigested, digested, all those thoughts are kind of, they are like our demons, old demons. But when a yogi closes the eyes, you'll see these things. And they come to different individuals, sometimes in stages, sometimes all together. And it's not limited only to one, like mist or smoke. It happens as we progress towards spirituality. So here in this is your mind. The guru, when he initiates a disciple or an aspirant into the mysteries of the mantra, he says, this is your mind. Colloquially, he's saying, a montor. This is your mind. It also means this is the mantra. So mantra, montor, colloquial, it's like Bengali, they say montor, a montor. This is your mind. It gives the mantra. The mantra is now your responsibility, because the ordinary mind and the body cannot realize the highest truth. Impossible. Don't even try it. People have been trying it. It's not possible. This body and mind has to be made new. And the seed of this new body and mind is the mantra. It is through this you start unraveling your new mind. It is through this new mind that one can have spiritual visions, one can communicate spiritually with the gods and the goddesses. You can see them. This is also called in the devotional scripture the state of bhava, where the ordinary world kind of becomes shadowy, kind of dim reflection of something. And the real world appears. Okay. So now, when the mantra is given to the disciple or the aspirant, and the disciple keeps on now practicing japa, the mantra, like I saying, this is your mind. Mind. You see, the guru has given, or the spiritual teacher has given you this mantra. So, this mantra is now technically a part of that guru. And what is the mantra? It's just a mystic syllable, it's a mystic name of reality. One aspect of reality has been designated with this particular mantra. Why is it so? That's because we have some of that particular bent of mind towards that particular god or a goddess or an aspect of reality. So that's the reason why they say you have to work under the line of least resistance, against the line of least resistance. So you're already equipped with something, because every one of us is unique. Externally, yeah, we are all human beings. But we know the variations between us. And not only that, we know how different we are at different points of time. The whole day has got, it's like we are having multiple personalities here. And that's why we have multiple personality disorders, etc. Kidding about that. But so it's a mystical syllable. This syllable has to be made manifest. It has to be opened by you. So it is first a name of a symbol or a mystical sound of the reality we call God or truth or reality or existence, whatever. These things in Vedanta are interchangeable. That's the name of God. The Guru has, through his own spiritual disciplines, acquired that. And this is now transmitted to the disciple. Okay. So there is a connecting link between these three. Now, as the disciple, he will see the Guru here, and in Vedanta is saying you should see the Guru as God. What? Human being is God? No. As the aspirant keeps on practicing the mantra given to him or her, as I said, this is the seed of the new mind. The mantra already has a form. We must understand. The mantra has a form already. The form of vibration or a sound vibration. As you keep on repeating it over and over and over and over again, that form of that mantra, which is now your mind, keeps on growing and growing. It is to this that you are creating a spiritual body. Like I said, it's only the spiritual body that can realize the highest or the lowest or whatever. Anything divine has to be realized through this spiritual body. I'll come down to where exactly it is in. This, the disciple creates the spiritual body. It is got a new mind, as it were. And we know what the mind is. The mind in Vedanta covers intelligence, the sense of identity or ego, memory, and doubt and deliberation. All these things are part of the mind. Then we have the sensory and the motor organs also. Yes, the subtle sensory and motor organs, these are just apertures in the brain, with the brain. And then we have also something called the vital forces, the 5 vital forces. So all these go to make up the subtle body. It is this subtle body that is being transformed, changed. Your senses, your vital forces, your intelligence, your sense of identity, your memory, everything is being transmuted just through the mantra. When you have this mantra now, this new mind, then you can see your Guru and the God in their spiritual forms. You will no longer see your Guru, the one who has initiated you, as a human being. You will see a spiritual form. And you will see also that aspect of the divinity, which was mystical, has now become clear to you. As long as we are gravitated towards the external world and stationed in the body, a mind is like fused with this material entity. So if you say, I got a vision, I said, yeah, just check for hallucinations. Because the brain throws up hundreds of things, don't worry. Now this body that has been created, like Sri Ramakrishna says, I'll quote, the body that is made of the 5 elements, that is the material body, is gross. The subtle body is the mind, intellect, ego, etc., as I described. That by which one enjoys the bliss of God and communion with Him is called the causal body. It is much more deeper than the subtle body. It is called Bhagavati Tanu. Tanu is a form, a body, a divine body. And because it is mentioned in the Tantras, they say, okay, it is the body of the Divine Mother. Bhagavati is the Divine Mother. So this is what is created here within. It's absolute, because when you read the lives of some of the saints and disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, you find them saying, I see God walking around, but those around them cannot see that. It's only they can see it. They are seeing it through the medium of that spiritual body. And that's why they can see the form of the divine Guru, the divine form of the Guru, and the divine form of. It's a mantra that has linked all these 3 together. God, Guru, disciple. The mantra is a connecting link. And since the whole universe is nothing but a set of vibrations, everything vibrates. Everything. You take an atom, you take anything, and everything, the mind and the brain, everything vibrates. We're just discussing this. There's the brain waves. Everything vibrates. So the mantra, which is, again, like I said, to emphasize, which is an aspect of Godhead, and it is God who starts the whole vibrations. And the vibrations are nothing but sound. Of course. So the mantra is at the heart of creation itself. And through that, so it's not only you can see God, the spiritual form of God, the spiritual form of the Guru, your own body has now become transformed into a spiritual body, as is called Bhagavati Tanu. And the mantra has become alive. It keeps on, it's nothing but vibration at that particular frequency, keeps on repeating itself over and over and over again. You will see that vibration spread out in the external world also. You will see the external world, oneself, the Guru, God, all part of one entity. Okay, let's take it. Is this some theory or doctrine? No. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali says, Swadhyayad Ishtadevata Samprayoga. Through repetition of the mantra. Swadhyaya is technically through study, one's own study. But Swami Vivekananda translated it, through the repetition of the mantra comes the realization of the chosen deity. So it's not that, oh, you repeat it, and then, oh, the deity comes to you. It doesn't happen like that. So where is that deity? Within the mantra itself. Because it's not only now creating a new mind, it is also manifesting its inherent perfection. So saying when the Yoga Sutra is saying Ishta Devata Sambhava, is it? It's just a doctrine, theology? No. Yoga, as you must understand, has been there for the last 5,000, a little more. They were only, the ideas only strung together. It's about 2,500 years ago. These things were always there. So it was practiced, it was experienced, or these are the experiences of various yogis that Patanjali garnered together and strung them into a system. He is not the creator of yoga. No. Then who? In the Bhagavad Gita, it's Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham. This yoga I have given to the world. God has given this yoga. So no Indian authors, especially yoga systems of yoga, aphorisms of Patanjali, yoga aphorisms of God. He made it into a kind of aphorisms. So these are divine. So these are experiences. So these experiences like they're strung together. So the spiritual form, your own spiritual form is within the mantra. The God is also within the mantra, and the Guru also is within the mantra. And the whole world is within this mantra. This is what. So it's not only the seed of your new mind, it's the seed of the world, the seed where you can attain perfection. It's a seed where, think like a seed grows up to a mighty tree. This whole world has emerge from that. From this, yes. If you see a tiny seed, it's unbelievable. It cannot be, but it does happen. So this is how one keeps on repeating and repeating and repeating at one stage of time. I used to see many people sitting down, and we've read also in the books, like they used to sit down from early morning and do japa the entire day. If we do japa for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, our head starts aching. Then the back starts aching. Then my leg goes numb. And, oh my God. That's because the mantra has not gotten deep enough. The more deeper it goes, the more easy it rolls. It creates a loop in your system. And at one point of time, it sparks into life. This is called the awakening of the mantra. It's called mantra chaitanya. It sparks. And when it sparks, something like this happens. Like what happened to Swami Niranjanananda, saying, it's beyond one's control. It will take over. That is the blessed day for you, when it takes over and keeps on and on and on and on. So what about the old mind and this and that, the ordinary mind? The ordinary mind, as I said, is also is transmuted. The body and the mind is transmuted. You create a new body. Is it something that you've got to, it's new in creation? No, it's not new in creation. It is there already in creation as seed. It has come to you. And you're just manifesting. Okay. So, Sri Ramakrishna says, there comes a time in an aspirant's life when the mind becomes the guru. Guru is one who dispels darkness. The mind, yes, of course, the mind becomes the guru. That is, the mantra has now become your guru. It is teaching you. Sri Ramakrishna says that you don't have to go around asking people. Swami Shardananda said the hidden complex truths of spirituality are just revealed. Everything that is mysterious, everything that's secret, everything is now revealed to this mind. The mind has become luminous. The mind has become the guru. That is, the guru and God and the mantra, and including you and the world, is now within. It's flowering out. The Bhagavad Gita says, Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishasi tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasa shrutasya. The translation, when your intellect is freed from the delusion or the turbidity of ignorance, then it is not necessary for you to know what the scriptures say or what I've got to study this or that. It's over for you. Because your mind has gone beyond the realm of ignorance that has come beside. It can see things clearly. You will see the entire world in a completely different light. You will see people as representing dormant mantras. You will not see people as people. I mean, we see people, this person is a fool, this person is stupid, this person needs to be exploited, this person needs to be kind of taught a lesson, this person needs to be loved, that is over. You will see people as mantras. And if a little deeper, you will see that particular Godhead representative of that person. We have to see everything as divine. Everything. Oh, what is divine? Sometimes we just throw out some concepts. But this is actually what happens. You will see each person uniquely different from the other because of the difference in the mantras and the various deities that that person represents. Or better still, this person represents the deity. You are just a kind of a front. The deity is there. And you are just a symbol of the deity. This is what you will see when the spiritual, you can say, body has been created. It is, see, again, you must not think that, oh, this is the body that I have created here. No, it's not. As I said, it's a vibration. If at this level, our minds are vibrating on this level, so we can see this world as this. The mind vibrates a little on the higher side. You will not see all these things. You will see a different world. That's what actually happens. So Sri Ramakrishna says, as long as the spiritual aspirant is not united with the Guru, that is united with the spiritual body of the Guru, and the, you can say, chosen ideal aspect of Godhead, that the Guru keeps on working. Now he's saying, the Guru working, what? That spiritual form of the Guru keeps on working. You will take away all obstacles. You will see that dormant spirituality is awakened. It will take you to certain places where you will come across certain people, certain books, certain insights. These things will start now popping up there. There you must know that there is some guide there. Sri Ramakrishna also says the power of this Guru, it's called the Guru Shakti, is there in everybody, just dormant in many people. So the Guru then takes the disciple and yokes him, that's a yoga, to the Godhead. Till that time, till the yoking is not done, it's not the Guru, the spiritual form of the Guru will keep on working to enhance that connection. So then you will see, oh, my life it's like guided. You look back at this and, oh, there were no accidents. Something happened. You will see you are being guided. Whether you call it divine grace or whether you call it a guardian angel or whatever like, it's there. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, as if the Guru takes hold of the hand of the disciple who is burning to know the truth, ascends to higher and higher regions of spirituality, bringing the aspirant at last to the chosen ideal, that aspect of the divinity, and says, hey, look here. That's why they say, knowledge comes only to the Guru. No, otherwise, supreme knowledge comes. And then he says, and then Sri Ramakrishna says, the Guru disappears. So one devotee it's probably Swami Shardananda only saying, oh, the Guru goes away, but where? The Guru merges in the form of God. So Sri Ramakrishna says, the Guru then merges in the chosen ideal. The three, viz. The Guru, the chosen ideal, and the devotee are one. The one is the three. It is at that stage you know. It's not only, and you link the mantra also. The mantra now has become you, the Guru, and the aspect of Godhead. And when that unification comes, then comes the final kind of dissolution. The forms then melt away into the formless. Then you can get the vision of the higher aspect of reality, the formless. This is the culmination of creating your mind. This is your mind. Etor montor. This is your mantra. So, what more? You end up there. So, just to recap certain things, the mantra is your mind. And I said mind, it's a generic word for your entire subtle body. You are creating a new subtle body. It is through this subtle body that you can experience higher truths. And then it's also called the Bhagavati Tanu, the divine body, or the body made by of the divine mother, because she is Shakti, she is power. And then there is a merging, because Vedanta, and at that stage there are no divisions. You'll see it is that one form that emerged as a Guru and the disciple. That is why all of us are called souls. They are nothing but aspects of parts of God. Vedanta is very clear that you are a part of God. So this is the connection, this is how the realization happens. And whether you can do it in this lifetime or you want to have it next, the subtle body, the ordinary subtle body does not die with the death of this physical body. You get another chance, and another chance, and another chance. And then you desire to know the truth. Hey. A mantra will come through the Guru. That mantra and that Guru is a form of divine. That is the culmination of this is your mind. Okay. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. The next class on mantra yoga will be the three powers of the mantra. So I want to kind of fine tune it a little more, when we are talking about even this, it's pretty intense, but this needs even a little more fine tuning to go down to the nitty-gritty. Okay. A few announcements. Tomorrow we have Karma Yoga year. there will be a discussion on what is karma and what is yoga. We start from 10 to 1. And then Sunday, we have Mother's Children. That's a Sunday school. In the morning, we also have a talk on character and spirituality. There will be a QA, etc. after the talk, 10 a.m. And in the evening, we have bhajans called Ram Naam. So we have Ram Naam. Okay, so we have coming Kali Puja is coming on Halloween night, 31st. And we see every evening we have a Vespers and meditation. Come for that. Wednesday we have a gospel class. The next class in the gospel will be given by a nun, Preeti Prana. She is in the convent at San Francisco. So she is visiting us and she agreed to give us a class because she grew up in this neighborhood and she still feels kind of drawn to this place. Okay. And Thursday we have Towards the Goal Supreme. That is online and live from the retreat at Tapovan. So you can go to a website and get a link. Okay. The in-person questions I can take later. Do I have to be initiated to use a mantra? Yes. But if you have taken a provisional mantra, you can go. This is in a way preparing you for the real thing. Because it's not only the mantra that is given to you. The Guru, what the Guru does is takes a little of your karma. It's like when you plant a seed in the earth, you got to dig a little, take that earth out. And so the Guru plants a seed by first extracting some of your old karma. And that's a big advantage because it has to be firmly implanted there in the soil of your subtle body. Shri Ramakrishna says, an ordinary Guru gives the mantra in the ear. A real Guru gives the mantra in the soul. So this is, but it doesn't matter. You get initiated. When the time comes, you will feel it. Don't rush. And those roots, all trees have roots. They will keep on digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and from it will go into the soul. Is chanting the mantra in itself the grace of God? Yes, Shri Ramakrishna says chanting the mantra itself is a form of God's grace. Without God's grace, you will not be able to chant. Thank you for that question. So as I said, we will continue this series and we'll go deeper and deeper into the mysticism of what is mantra. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.